The reason I'm making a video just for the landing gear in this plane is because in this plane the landing gear is a little bit confusing at first, since it is a lot more complicated than the other planes in DCS. So the landing gear is controlled, well, let me put the game into pause first. Okay, so the landing gear is controlled by 4 levers on the right side. It's controlled with this lever here, this one up top, this one, and this one all the way back here. So first I'll really quickly go over what each lever does. This first lever is simple. It is the crank. This is what you actually move with your hand to raise and lower the landing gear. The one right behind it is also simple. It is the direction lever. If you push it up, that is for raising the landing gear. If you push it down, that is for lowering the landing gear. This one above is a lock. If you pull it back, that locks the landing gear handle so it cannot move. And if you push it forward, that unlocks it. And this lever back here is the most confusing one. It's the tensioning lever. So whenever you pull it back, it puts tension in the string, and when you push it forward, it loses the tension. So basically with this tension lever, whenever you are lowering the landing gear, you always want to have it pulled back because you want there to be tension. Whenever you are raising the landing gear, you want it to be forward. If you are lowering the landing gear and you have it forward and there's no tension, then whenever you unlock the gear, this handle is just going to fly forward super fast and it's going to mess up everything. So make sure for lowering the gear you have this back, for raising the gear you have it forward. So I'm going to demonstrate how I would lower and raise the gear now. My gear is raised right now, so I'll demonstrate lowering it first. For lowering the gear, first you make sure the top thing is locked. Then you press this lever down because we want to lower it. And then make sure this thing is back so there's tension in the string. Now you can click this forward to unlock it. And when you unlock it, the lever will already start moving a little bit by itself. But if it stops, you can always hold left shift and G on your keyboard to move it. Now around your front dash there is this big thing with these cutouts, and you can see this spring with this little plastic black piece moving. This is the position of your landing gear. There's one on the side here and one on the other side. So these black things, the more they are off to the side, the more your gear is raised, and the more they are toward the center, the more your gear is lowered. So you can see they are on the sides and they are moving toward the center now, so that means my gear is being lowered. You can see the gear starting to slow down, so I'm going to hold left shift and G, and I'm going to crank it with my hand, and you can see these things are coming toward the middle now. Now you do have to crank it a lot of times. I think it's about 40 cranks, but it's an old plane and that's just how it is. Okay, they reach the middle, so that means the gear is lowered. When the gear is lowered all the way, then you can pull this back to lock it and you're good to go. Okay, now for raising the gear. For raising the gear, first make sure this is locked. Then take this handle and push it up because we want to raise the gear. Then you want to take the tensioner and push it forward to get rid of the tension in the string. Once you've done that, you can unlock it because we're ready to move the handle, and then you can hold left control and G to turn the handle the other way, and you can see now we are pulling these black things to the side and we're raising the gear. When the gear is raised all the way, you can pull this lever back to lock everything, and now you can see it's raised and you're good to go. Thanks for checking out this video. I'll see you later.